Starting a cannabis dispensary. Your questions answered. According to all sources, the medical marijuana industry is already responsible for the fastest growing market in the United States, and it shows absolutely no sign of slowing down anytime soon. With that in mind, your thoughts have already turned to starting a cannabis dispensary of your own and claiming your share of an industry projected to be worth over $10 billion in just 3 short years. Yet, before you do, you've got questions you want answered. The Dispensary Experts are a collective of America's leading marijuana professionals who pool their combined insights and experience to help people from all walks of life get started in the legal weed trade. To help you on your way, we took some of your most pressing questions to them and present the answers here. Can I open a marijuana dispensary anywhere? Not necessarily, though you do have plenty of options available to you right now. At time of writing, medical marijuana is legal in just less than half of all U.S. states. Even more states are expected, or at least hoped, to follow suit in the coming months and years. We've put together our own guide to where medical weed is legal in the USA, though be aware that even in these states, certain counties or cities still have their own regulations outlawing dispensaries, so it pays to check. What kind of permits am I going to need? On the whole, this is going to depend on the individual state you're planning to operate in. Most will have their own marijuana licenses and permits. That said, you'll usually find some similarities. For example, each state will have a permit requirement for your dispensary as well as a professional license for you and each of your team. There will also be the usual business permits and tax rules to comply with. Need a little more than that? Here's more information about licenses and permits for cannabis dispensaries. I heard that I need to form a nonprofit. Is that true? In most places, yes. You'll find that the law states that you can work collectively with the state to supply your products to medical marijuana patients. To this end, it's important to incorporate a nonprofit cannabis collective. Does that mean you can't make any money in this industry? Of course not. We'll tell you more about how to make money with your nonprofit a little later on. Should I write a cannabis business plan? Absolutely. Having a business plan in place is a sensible idea whether you're selling weed, Winnebagos, or anything else. It's the foundation of your operation, guiding and informing the way you work on a daily business. In this market, it's even more than that. It's the document that will help you secure those licenses we talked about earlier, not to mention funding from your investors. We've got more advice on this subject in the following articles. 4 key things to include in your marijuana business plan. Writing a marijuana dispensary business plan. Will I need an expensive lawyer? Absolutely not. Despite what others may tell you, it's entirely possible to start a legal dispensary quickly, easily, and without spending half of your budget just on hiring a lawyer. The advice contained within this article, and the ones we've linked to, barely skim the surface in terms of the advice, guidance, and support offered by the Dispensary Experts, who put together their own comprehensive guide to starting a cannabis dispensary. It contains a simple, step-by-step formula for success, including how to legally make money from your nonprofit company, how to get your licenses with the minimum of hassle, and more, all for hundreds of dollars less than the price of a lawyer.